Dear learners, previously we have seen about various states of matter. Today we will preferably deal with gases and their properties. Gas is one of the three fundamental states of matter with distinctly different properties from the liquids and solid state. The remarkable feature of gas is that they appear to have no structure at all. Whatever container, whatever medium in which you are storing that gas, that will occupy the complete volume and they will have the structure same as like your container. Similarly, they have neither a definite size nor shape, even though they adapt their shape to that of the container in which they are placed. They can completely fill the container in which you are storing it. For example, we have seen a man blowing a balloon. Initially, the blowing balloon is a difficult task, but as you are proceeding further there, the gas will automatically adjust in the volume and the volume will extend, which will result into complete filling that closed container. They consist a vast number of molecules which are separated wide apart in empty spaces and moving in all directions. Every single molecule will contribute toward the making of your gas and that will occupy each and every space of your container and they are widely separated from one another. The next thing associated with gas is the every individual molecule is moving in every direction and along with that movement they are colliding with one another as well as on the walls of container. As the molecules are free to move throughout the container, gases will completely fill that closed spaces. In the gaseous phase, the molecular forces are very weak and gases holds huge amount of energy. As they are having a large amount of energy, they are responsible to create pressure on the walls of container, and if you are having a smaller opening they will exit or they will escape from that opening, and that huge amount sometimes if the pressure will exist in such an extent that they will result into bursting. As like your other examples, I will quote here the example of gas cylinder. We have seen that gas cylinder. The gases in the gas cylinder are compressible. The example is liquefied petroleum gas. That is your gas which is in compressed condition and that can form a homogeneous mixture with one another in any proportion. So the every single molecule is compressible that will result into making of the liquid. There are four basic fundamental properties associated with gases, and the properties are pressure, temperature, volume, and quantity. Every property is given with means of some notations and having definite units. On your display, you are having all the four properties having variations in their notations and SI units. The first property is your pressure, which is symbolized by notation P with the SI unit as Pascal. Meanwhile, your temperature is symbolized by the notation T having SI unit as Kelvin. Same for the volume and quantity. Volume is given as V and quantity is given as N, whereas volume having SI unit as liter and quantity is given in terms of mole. Now we will see every property individually. First of all, we will deal with pressure. When more gas particles enter a container, for example, now you are having balloon. As the gas molecule will enter a container, there is less space for the particles to spread out initially. And slowly, as you are increasing pressure, that individual gas molecule in that container will become compressed and that particle will exert more force on the interior volume of the container. This force which is acting on the wall of container is called as pressure. As you are applying pressure, ultimately it will create more and more pressure on the volume and your gas will become compressible after a particular extent. Suppose you are having a gas which is closed in a particular container. The gas has particular volume. As you are applying pressure, when you are applying that pressure, the gas molecule stored in a closed container, whatever the spaces, the intraparticle spaces between your gases, that will reduce, and each molecule will come in close proximity to one another, which will result into compression of gas that will further extend to liquefaction of gases. The gaseous state of matter thereby convert into liquid state of matter. The next property that we will deal about is the temperature. Now suppose you are having open container, and in that container you are having gas in dissolved condition. When you are applying temperature to the gas which is dissolved in condition, the amount of energy will be used by your gas to escape from the solution form. When we were discussing about vapor pressure, we have seen that in the case of liquid, when you are applying temperature and the pressure matches with atmospheric pressure, the liquid will start to boil, and after critical point it will become quite impossible to convert your vaporized form into liquid form again. So whatever energy that is supplied to your gas which is dissolved in your liquid, that will be used as a kinetic energy, which will result into generation of reduction in adhesive forces. The adhesive force between liquid and gas will reduce, and thus that particular gas will leave the liquid, and it will result into escaping tendency of the gas. So this is about open container. In the same way, if you are having gas which is in a closed container, when you are applying temperature to pure gas which is in a closed container, the gas molecule will move with great energy. But as the boundary of your container is in closed condition, it will have fixed volume. So the fixed volume of closed container will not allow your gas to escape from the container. So as it will have limitation to escape, it will move along with the volume which is available. So along with this moving, they will collide with each other and on the wall of container. The pressure on the wall of container may lead to explosion of container. If your container is not having that much capability to withstand that pressure, the maximum amount of pressure that has been created on the wall of container, which will result into bursting. So when you are dealing with the gas which is in a closed container, then you need to focus on the temperature condition that need to be maintained so as to avoid it from explosion. The next property of gases is your volume. Now see, if you are having, I will again quote example of balloon here. Initially you are having a small rubber bulb, okay, and you are blowing some kind of air into it. As you are blowing air, what will happen? The balloon will undergo the exploring. So that exploring of balloon will result into change in volume, and that gas will occupy total volume of container. But there is the impact of pressure and temperature. As I quoted you earlier, in case of pressure will result into bursting, and temperature will allow gas to expand. The volume of gas are usually measured in multiples of cubic feet, cubic meters, or cubic centimeters. Similarly, in the case of compressed gas, you can often measure it in a milliliter. 1 cubic centimeter of water has a mass of 1 gram. So ultimately, the 1 cubic centimeter of water, that is your volume, will be equivalent to 1 gram of weight of that particular material, and that is true with the case of compressible liquid. The next property, the fundamental property of gas, is the quantity. We have seen that in the case of properties of the gases, the general properties of states of matter, that gases are not to be seen with the help of naked eyes. They are not visible, but the every single molecule of gas constitutes a complete phase of the gas. So the number of moles of gas that can occupy the volume of container is the quantity of the gas. If the amount of gas in a container is increased, it will definitely result into increase in the volume, and vice versa. If the amount of gas in container is decreased, the volume of that quantity and volume will ultimately decrease. Thank you.